everyone, welcome to another Cosmic Crone conversation with me, Marie.
And me, Tina.
Tina, please introduce.
Chaos magic.
Yeah. Wow. Don't ask me.
She's awake.
Got me notes. Nearly lost me. Right. Yeah, like I said, we've got our notes, and basically this chaos magic thing that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago and in between privately, is that I've been doing this and I didn't realise.
Me too. I hate labels for things. I mean, sometimes you do have to name things.
Yeah, because if you didn't have labels, you wouldn't know what was in the tin.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what you was talking about.
Yeah.
So, to some extent, you need a label or a name.
You need a guide.
Yeah.
Something. Would you like to, I think, go off on it to start with, because not everybody knows what chaos magic is. And I didn't, like I say, not having I think I'm glad I didn't have a rule book, to be honest with you, you know, to witchcraft, to magic. And so this sort of like drew me in a little bit, going back to sigils, and I didn't know sigils was part of chaos magic.
Some are, they don't have to be.
No, nothing has to be, mate.
No,
yeah, but so anything I say can be.
Yeah.
So stop correcting me.
Yeah.
So, so I went to the sigils and I was looking stuff up and I went, oh, I didn't know that was, because I've been like snatching at things, like working things out with different things, and went, chaos.
Yeah, I mean, it's a modern magic philosophy.
Would you say it's a modern magic philosophy that has got a label?
It's built on the idea that belief is a tool.
Right.
So, say like you're rigid in one religion, you can't do chaos magic. And people who are in religions do. There are witches and stuff, believe it or not. So the idea is you believe in something when it's useful to you. So instead of sticking to one religion, you use whatever works at the time for your spell, incantation, meditation, whatever you're doing. So you could use a certain god for a certain use, like I've used a few of the Greek gods for travel, moving, etc., etc., and thanked them. So what you're doing is like you're creating the thing is, results matter more than the ritual itself.
I don't want to jump in or stop your train of thought, but I was thinking that, like, basically you dip in to whatever source, whatever belief, whatever way something comes to you that you go, oh, fancy working with that. I wonder if that'll work. And have a very open mind.
So there's a few points. So chaos magic says, 1, I've got a few here. Use whatever works. 2, drop it when it don't. So like with the spell jars, for instance, when it stopped working, you try something else. Or if it didn't work in the first place, you try something else. 3, no belief is permanent. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you've already explained it.
Yeah.
You sort of already have, saying you go to here, you go to there. That's not a permanency, is it?
Yeah, it actually emerged in the UK, believe it or not.
Yeah, in the 70s.
Yeah. Basically, it was a reaction. I think it was like going against all the
pushback.
rigid belief systems.
And ceremonial magic.
Yeah, you know, you can believe in angels today and you can believe in aliens tomorrow.
Have you got anything, like in your notes? I got some notes where it said, like, it's like a punk movement of Western occultism.
Oh,
I thought that was quite good.
Bit of
You
a
know, like,
rebel,
yeah,
isn't it?
up
Bit of a
yours,
rebel.
yeah. I'm not going to do it your way, I'm going to do it my way.
That's right, yeah. So,
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's going against, you must do it like this. You know, well, you must use this for this. We was talking about this before, about crystals and herbs.
We've always said it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I didn't know the concept of chaos magic.
Yeah, so the only thing that matters with what you used, did it work?
If it didn't,
You try something else.
and you might think about using that on something else you're doing a spell on, or
Yeah, I mean, I like everybody sort of in the spiritual world knows that amethyst is a healing crystal. I've never got anything
it's
like
been said
that.
to be, yeah.
Yeah, of a amethyst, and it's like worldwide thing.
Yeah.
It's like the unwritten thing that yes, that's for that. Like an all round.
It's been given. I keep coming back to label. It's been given that label that is what it does
throughout history.
But what if you picked up a pebble?
Yeah, they get it's your intent.
I haven't got an amethyst anywhere. Hang on, I'll use that pebble over there.
Yeah,
that's really like without thinking.
Yeah.
About what it's going to do. It's what you're putting into it, what it's going to give back to you because of what you're thinking. It was, what was it? Austin, we've said this name before, haven't we? Austin Osman Spare. And that was to do with the sigils, weren't it?
Ah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Right? That was early 1900s. That was when he bought, because sigils then. And there's Peter J. Carroll, Ray Sherwin, and Alistair Crowley.
Yeah.
And like I say, one-stop shop for you to go and rewind what I just said and go and have a look and explore your mind with their beliefs and what they brought to the table with chaos magic.
So what you could do is you could literally use any deity at any time and then drop it the next day for something else. You could even use like make-believe characters, Disney characters, Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm listening, mate. I'm just getting some up.
Goes. I tried Doctor Who because I'm mad about Doctor Who, and I want you to do a bit of time travel in time travel in meditation. So I picked one of my favourite doctors because there were loads, and I meditated, went into the TARDIS, and said like, I want to go here, or take me. We did a couple of trips. The first trip I did, I just said, show me something, and we went to Mars in 26 Earth time, and there was an elite group living there because basically Earth was
what was it?
Yeah, we hooked it up, and the atmosphere was bad, and they'd left all us there, and the elite rich had gone to live on a colony. I'm getting my words mixed up.
There used to be a hospital called John Connolly where I used to live.
And it was like a dome with all white buildings. It was really weird, and we were standing outside of it, but we were. Because we were sort of like interdimensional, we weren't actually there. It was more like an astral travel, remote viewing type of thing. But they didn't know we was there, but we was on the outside looking in. And I didn't want to go in. And he said to me, do you want to go to Earth to see what that looks like now? I said, nah.
So, chaos magic.
I used Doctor Who isn't real, but I made him real because I believed in him. In my meditation at that time, I made him real. So he was real. But today I know he's not because I'm watching him on TV lately. It's not real. Anyway, so that is the basis. So what's important about chaos magic?
That's it. Archetypal work. So you just said Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And then I've got abstract concepts, and also mythological. So it's what you said before. It's just putting it into fancy words.
If you wanted to use the Loch Ness monster to travel under the lake.
The characters in Button Moon, look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, anything.
You know?
Literally anything goes. So what's important is getting into this Gnostic state. Now, a Gnostic state is like a meditation, a trance state. Even you could be hyper emotional or exhausted even.
Sexually aroused.
Yes, all of those. All of the above.
Yeah.
Or you could be drumming or listening to drumming to get in that rhythmic sound or making
that
the
music
rhythmic
that
sway
gives you that.
It's that Gnostic state. It's like a hypnotic state, isn't it? When you're on the verge of somewhere else.
And it elevates.
And the reason for this Gnostic state is because it bypasses your rational thought.
And gives you the chance to absorb.
It's like when you're dreaming, and everything's like not real and all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yes, sigils are good for chaos magic. If you don't get into a Gnostic state, then you're just doing a normal sigil. If you get into that Gnostic state before you do your sigil, then you're doing it with chaos magic. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think we can. I mean, we are going to talk about it a little bit more, obviously, but it's just basically do what you want, when you want, with who you want.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
But longer so, I think, and it comes back to, I know this is simplistic, but being open-minded.
It doesn't exist. It only exists when you believe it.
So then that's when you start getting chaotic, because you go, hang on, if it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It is. That's what I'm saying is.
Yeah, it's about reprogramming the subconscious. Shouldn't be labelled in itself, because you get like chaos magic is about not having labels and dogma. So it's like saying, well, chaos magic shouldn't have rules. Technically.
Yeah. You have rules on yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I think though the Gnostic state it's not like a rule, it's like something it just is. Because when any practice that you do really, not chaos magic, but any magical thing, even with tarot, I always do, even if it's just a few minutes of a meditative state. So it's about reprogramming your subconscious. Chaos magic in itself shouldn't really have a label.
Yeah, I get you.
Chaos magic shouldn't have a label because it should be anything that you want it to be.
Yeah, they say some of the criticisms of it is that it can encourage self-delusion. I can see that.
But I do fantasize, and I am a child at heart.
Yeah.
I mean, blimey.
All right. Oh, hello. Hello, Elvis.
You know, I ride my homemade life-size rocking horse on my land, and I still go off into playtime.
Sometimes you have to in this world, don't you?
As an adult, I don't care.
It lacks structure for beginners. What do you think about that?
Yes, I don't think chaos magic is for beginners. I think you need some bit of grounding and a bit of,
would you say self-preservation to make sure each time you're going and whoever you're working with, you have this for yourself?
I mean, it's knowing who you're working with as well at the time. I would look up, say I want to do, for instance, travel. Yeah, I want to.
Sorry, mate. Yeah,
I want to move house.
Yeah,
and I want ease of travel, moving stuff, and that. So I would look up what deities or gods are connected to that, and that can be across any culture, any religion. It could be Greek, it could be Egyptian gods, it could be.
I don't know about that,
You know, demigods. It could be a mythical creature. that you want to use, and then I'll look it up and okay, yeah, I'll go with that one.
We're talking about not using structure, and it says lack of structure. But isn't that a good thing then? No, but isn't it a good thing then to somebody? Just make sure that they're safe in whatever they're doing, but you want them to have that open mind to begin with. Because what's the point in giving them a structure?
I mean, you've got to have some background knowledge on getting into the Gnostic state in the first place. So you would have to know how to meditate, relax.
I think that's different. I think that's different from what we're saying. I meant that to let them know this is available. This situation is available, that you don't have to do this. You don't have to. That's practices of witchcraft, of magic, what you're talking about, the practices of self-containment, of doing what you need to do to get in that Gnostic state. That's not about working with whoever. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I think it does. It's all right. I think it's all right.
So it rejects a fixed order, and it embraces the uncertainty of an unclear reality.
It's shallow.
Who says it's shallow?
Right. Shallow or undisciplined. And you know what? I think these notes, because I took some.
Discipline.
Undisciplined. Now, I think this has been written, right, I've put my own notes and got words out of things that I've read.
Yeah.
And shallow, undisciplined. I think that's been written by somebody who doesn't want you to do it.
Yeah, indoctrinated.
Yeah.
It's very butterfly effecty. Because the one we did last week was about the butterfly effect, wasn't it? And this is sort of crossing into chaos magic, which is butterfly. I call it butterfly effecty.
Effecty, there's a new one for you.
Because you go with the flow, and if that works, you can use it. If that doesn't work or that stops working, you branch off somewhere else.
That's why I said I think it is okay for beginners.
Yeah.
Because if you take people with that knowledge from the beginning, they haven't got that, I shouldn't be working with this, you know.
So there's an unwritten saying, nothing is true, everything is permitted. And it has medieval origins with some guy called Hassan Sabah, if I've said it right. He was a founder of a sect in Persia, which is now Iran.
Iran, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a story, so it's not real evidence, but it's just the saying itself. If you think about it, nothing is true. So it doesn't mean everything's a lie, but it's just what our brains perceive, what we think is true or reality, and it's how we interpret it. That's the thing that you say.
So that's it. Yeah, how we interpret.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we can't prove that gods exist, but we can't prove that they don't exist, and we can't prove that there's one God. We can't prove that there's multi-gods, and we can't prove that there's no God. So nothing is true. So everything is permissible.
I would get. Nothing is true. I would. Okay. I would say there are a lot of things you can't prove. You can't disprove, or you can prove. So it doesn't mean nothing is true, and it doesn't mean everything's true. It's not just one thing. It's not. So nothing is true. No, I don't agree with that. I believe some things are true. It's up to you to believe that or not. It's your choice.
Yeah,
it comes back to
true.
What's not true?
It's not reality. It's how you perceive it.
Take the untrue out, and it's what you do is how you perceive it. How dare you tell me it's not true? Do you get me? Like, this is an opinion.
Yeah.
Opinion, right? No, but how dare somebody tell me it's not true? Because
Why
it's
not?
what I might
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
So it's true.
To you.
Exactly. Ba-doing.
Yeah.
It's a perception. It's a
It's a
belief.
perception, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
belief.
So you can't say to me, you can't go up to somebody and go, your God's not true. Well, that's what you believe, not what they believe.
Mm.
Is this making sense?
Yes, but I think you're taking the word literal, not true. Yeah.
I'm taking it as you're telling me it's not true.
It's what you perceive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's saying to say yours is not true. It's saying, no, I'm not telling you that your God's not real. This is just
you went
saying
therefore
that
it's not
nothing
true.
is true. Because you can't prove God's existence. You can't prove that God doesn't exist. You can't prove there's multi-gods. You can't
disprove it.
Yeah, you can't prove it or disprove
So I think you're having an argument with yourself. What I'm trying to say is like what you're saying is
it's all objective.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think come from that camp.
Yeah.
And I believe a lot of things you do. But I think sometimes it's
because nothing is true, everything is permitted. It's taking anything you want from anything you vibe at the time, and then making it fit to your own will.
Yeah, I wrote down that it's a recipe.
Yeah.
Right? I won't take credit for this, but I don't know who did this. But I say understanding cooking chemistry. Chaos magic is understanding cooking chemistry. Sorry, I'm looking down a lot.
No, I think it's alchemy a lot.
So you can invent dishes.
Yeah. I see it as alchemy.
A little bit of an ingredient here for that. A little bit of ingredient here for that. You know,
I was talking about using the tarot for chaos magic, or in using chaos magic.
I think it's a brilliant idea for you to do. I really do.
Because we're all told, when you first learn tarot, I did many, many years ago, most people start with a Rider-Waite tarot, which comes with a book or a booklet. And each card has a specific meaning. And there was a lot of like the court cards, and some cards I used to get confused with. And they're really good images on the Rider-Waite. There's so much in that one picture on each card, just tiny little things, colours, the little things in the background, the flowers. And you can pick lots of things out from that and the meanings. But sometimes I look at the card and it's nothing to do with
Thank you.
What the textbook says. But I don't go by textbooks. It's good to learn them.
See, this is why you would confuse a beginner.
Yeah. So you've got an idea.
Yeah.
And then I think you become more psychic, spiritual.
Right.
You're more open.
I agree with you, because I can look at a card, right, and I've given my opinion, and you've got no, you're not saying I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You've got no, I see blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And we've actually seen two different things.
Yeah.
Didn't we? When you first started learning it a bit more.
Yeah.
And I was going, oh, have I got it wrong?
Mm.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
But there's no wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody who's watching this, who's never done it, I'm coming back to what we said about beginners.
Yeah.
Oh, it's no good for beginners. Of course it blinking is. Because you can make your choices to be as rigid as you want, or you do chaos magic. To know both sides,
just knowing how to get into a Gnostic state and protecting yourself if need be. Just the basics of meditation. I think you need a little bit of background knowledge about that before you go into chaos magic.
I am listening, Bab. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Got to look at my phone and you at the same time. Yeah, I'm with you. It's not a single fixed thing, basically, chaos magic ends.
If you believe that something entity, God, whatever, exists regardless of what your magic. It's not chaos magic practice.
Say that again.
If you believe something exists, a God, say, yeah, regardless, it's not chaos magic practice. So if you always believe in the Christian God, I
Yeah.
can't think of any other, or Allah. If you always believe in that one God, then you're not performing chaos magic.
You've said that, yeah?
It's about refusing to accept dogma because it inhibits you, and it inhibits you adapting and experimenting. Because when you think of Christians, like, oh, you can't use tarot cards, they're the devil's work. And those rigid beliefs inhibit your evolution. They just inhibit you exploring.
If you can do that, it builds your confidence, I think, of authority in what you practice.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because like you're saying, if you are indoctrinated into a certain belief in anything,
Yeah.
and you can't go further than those parameters, then it isn't for you, is it?
Yeah, and you can't do chaos magic, because then if you believe in the one God, then you can't believe in the other gods to use them another day.
Yeah, but what gets me is it must be very frustrating for somebody who might be in that position and has to keep quiet, that they want to push those boundaries to bring somebody else into, their beliefs, their forward thinking. I think that you get detached when you can use it. It's like using someone to your benefit.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, and bending it to your will. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
We are creators.
Yeah.
We are the gods. We do create.
Do you believe, right, put this down, right, to ask Tina, right, do you believe that the version of someone who handles it best, they embody a posture, how they carry themselves? All right.
Say the beginning again.
Right. A version of someone that handles this the best. It's a practical exercise, right? Is it there? Do they embody posture, tone, focus, a decision style? No? All right then. So if you go, oh, do you mind coming over here? Zeus, do you mind coming? Do you think I could use you today? No, it's right. I'm seeing what Zeus could do for me. For Hecate. What does Hecate, look, it's how I'm sitting now. What does Hecate bring to me? Or what could she bring to me? What could I give to her for her to be able to work with me? I don't know Hecate. Do you know what? I've never worked with her before. Do you get where I'm coming from? It's your posture. It's your behaviour.
You're not treating them like gods.
Yeah, you're going, excuse me, love.
They're just entities.
Oh, look on a cosmic vibe. There is actually on YouTube one goes, hey,
There's some good
incantations on there. Yeah, explore the parameters, like we said. Do you get what I just said without dismissing it now, without going on to anything else? Yeah.
So I think it's like the fourth dimension, where it's constantly moving. Going back to, again, like the butterfly effect. Do you remember I said like what I see is like everything's constantly moving in the fourth dimension, constantly changing. Like I said, the butterfly effect, as one thing moves, it goes into another.
Because of a single action.
Yeah, and then it branches off into something else. I just see it as like a live chaos magic.
It's like a flow chart.
It is. It's the uncertainty of. That's why it's chaos, isn't it? It's not chaos as
Do
in
you think
chaotic.
you need to look up? Do you think you need to do your background work on, not just pick somebody? Oh, I've never used one of them Greek dogs before. Dogs, I said it again. Gods.
Yeah.
I haven't used one of them. Actually go into it. See who is the, for argument's sake, a protector. Somebody who helps towards gaining abundance, let's say. You know what I mean? You can't just go, I think I'll use a Greek god today. Well, you can actually.
Well, it is chaos
You
magic
can.
because you can
I
make
suppose
them,
you can, yeah.
Yeah, you bend it to your will. Like it says, I use Doctor Who. It's not even real. But it was real for me that day. Different things react as well, like with different people, like going back to crystals and herbs. Remember you said about herbs, you know, sometimes your experiences contradict what a book says. Even with like ingesting food, you know, like so.
Tell me more, because I don't get that.
For digestion.
Yeah.
Well, some people it ain't.
Yeah, I think everything that you're saying is like, whatever you do it.
Yeah, different things react in different ways.
I said this to you, didn't I? I said, like, you know, some people say, well, you have to use, and I'm not saying everybody says this. I'm just saying that it has been said that you can only use bay leaf, cinnamon for abundance, let's say.
Yeah.
Right? I ain't got none.
That's a good one, yeah.
I ain't got none. Wow, hang on, what could I use? I'm trying not to like be clever about it. I'm trying to say like
pepper. You've got pepper. Everyone's got pepper in the cupboard.
Bit of pepper. Actually, I've got some paprika. Hey, that'll bring a bit of spice to it. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what I mean? You grab what you can.
Yeah.
Yes, there are centuries of people telling you that this is the correct way. But what if you haven't got it? What if you want to learn, or let's say, hang on, not learn, what is it, to push the boundaries of what you can do with these spices, with these herbs.
And like I think it is like an alchemy, because you're mixing stuff and you're experimenting.
Yeah, I think that's what I was
like
trying
I said, if it doesn't work, you try something else. You know, I had a lot of doubt and guilt years ago when I first started out dabbling. Because of, you know, when I remember my first tarot cards, and they were given to me with a book, and I religiously learned the meanings.
Oh, that does my head in.
I've
never been able to do that.
In my 20s when I got the actual first tarot deck, but I'd used oracle decks before that when I was like 12. But yeah, my first was the Rider Waite. It was called the Golden Rider, and I learned by the book. But the more I was using them, and the more I was going through each card and sleeping with it, the more spiritually connected I was to the cards, and they were speaking to me and telling me things, and I kept notes. That's always
a good thing. Keep notes.
Get yourself a little book.
Yeah. Don't. I would suggest don't just go, I'll use that and use it. I can't do that. And you've got the intention. I'm not being flippant. I'm just going through it quick, and then make sure you write down your way of doing it for you.
Yeah.
See what the results are. See if it works.
And I always learned you read your cards from right to left, because it's the way the sun rises and sets. You know, and when you think about, you go into the history of who made the Rider-Waite Tarot and the secret society that they had, and it was very much like a cult, like a religion, where you have to do it this way, you have to do it that way. And for a long time, I thought, I don't feel right doing these certain things. And then one day it was just like, nah, sod it. I'm just going to go with the flow.
So your curiosity overcame, I'm not saying you had fear, but curiosity overcame your fear of doing it wrong?
Yeah, because my friend who had been doing it before me, she'd say, oh, no, that you're not supposed to do that. You've got to do it like this. You've got to do this spread like this. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to put that card over there. I feel like that card should go over there. And
how many
I
people
do.
have had this?
Mm.
You know, when you've been taught
Mm.
in question, what's them? I don't know what they are. Anyway, the
Exclamation
marks, yeah.
No, that's that.
Oh, well, you've been taught in a certain way, you know, or you follow a rule book.
Yeah.
I think this is where your curiosity overcomes that. I don't think this is working for me.
Yeah.
I don't think this, because like you were saying things about the tarot, you never told me that I should see things this way or feel this way. But when I did it, it really I don't know about confused you, but oh, right, okay. Never heard that before. Think about it.
Mm.
Think about it. I didn't come from the same stable, did I? And then at first, I always thought, oh, I never felt this way. Why do I have to do it that way? I've always been a bit of a rebel, actually, so this really fits me.
Yeah, it does.
It really does, because I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it that way. You're not being disrespectful to somebody or something or a way of doing something. I think that's important. You're not being disrespectful. You're just going, them ingredients of making that all possible is not working for me. So I need to try something else. I think it's more simple than everybody's letting on.
It's just creating your own thing. It's being creative.
Yeah, it said treat life as it's like experiments. See yourself as a psychic experimental person. You know what I mean? You know me.
I'm like that with everything though. In my artwork, I'll try something. If it don't work, I'll paint over it and try something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. I was looking for this because I thought it was more. Your mindset is most useful when it's balanced, particularly with reality checks. So watch where you're going, Mrs. Who. You know? No, you know what I mean? You could get too deep.
Running out, yeah.
Right?
But I know the difference between...
You're lucky then. Yeah. You get me? Because some people can't do it.
Because I have to work in real life. I do physical hard work.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got anything else. But I think what it does do, I think you can reset yourself very quickly, like you just said.
Yeah.
You can reset instead of pondering over something and just making it quite difficult or hurting your brain cells.
Yeah.
You change your strategies fluidly.
Mm.
You know, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And this is important. You're not saying poo to everything else. You're just going, I'm not going to work. No, I think I'll do it this way. Avoids identity traps. So exactly what we're saying. And you test. But this is the important. You test new approaches. So you're testing the things that you're bringing towards you. You test if poppy seeds worked better than mint.
Mm.
You know what I mean? For you, you operate with a creative agency. These are not my words, right? You create, you do. Oh yeah, because it's like as if other things are agents, and you're using them whenever you need them. They're creative towards you. It would be really, really good it's good for me, evidence in written word for me, or you do a voice note.
Yeah.
You know, like you were saying, you're looking confused there.
In that journal.
Yeah, grimoire.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. We are repeating ourselves, not because we're running out of anything to say. It's because, to me, this is a circular thing of making it too difficult to understand.
Mm.
Do you agree? Because it's not difficult.
No, I think
it's not difficult. I think it's a big cheat as well, to be honest with you, sometimes.
I think it's great.
Yeah. Did I say cheating was bad?
Mm-hmm.
You just jumped to a conclusion then. Do you know what I mean? cheating in the sense of, and this is why I said cheat. If
Cheating
you,
reality.
if you were in a structured situation and you want this situation to change, or your spell to change, your magic to change, you go over there. I don't need this. You could say it's not cheating. I was just playing up then. But it's like, I think it's there you go, I'll have some of that. Didn't work. Nah, I'll have some of that. That didn't work. Oh, blinking heck, it has worked. Do you get me? Don't try and disillusion yourself that changing things won't be a good thing. It's an expansion of yourself.
Mm.
And I think if more people did a little bit more of looking beyond the tunnel that's in front of them, looking at the sides, looking all around you to see what's available to you without prejudice. Don't you think that you won't use that particular deity or...
Yeah, because it's not meant for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Your comments are very, very much appreciated. You don't understand. We have more comments actually said to us, like when we talked about a subject, than written, because like some of the people who are around us.
Yeah.
But we'd really like to hear where you're from, what your views are. Really, we would. And you can get in touch with us, would we say on the email?
Yeah, we've got an email, marietina1967fu@gmail.com.
Please, it'd be really nice to be in touch with you. And we did make a little bit of not an announcement, but like something we wanted to go forward with having people on the podcast. It's very, very difficult for time zones and that. But I think our Blue Avian friend might be interested and have a catch up with her. Get in touch if you want to be part of the podcast, whatever you want to do. So, what do you think?
Yes.
Chaos magic. Do you want?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. And
I loved being in the TARDIS. It was a dream come true.
I love not to be pigeonholed. I love to have my wings free. Do you know what I mean? I like to be able to go, well, I'll have a little bit of
being
that.
allowed to dream, isn't it? And making your dreams real.
I think you're allowing yourself to be free.
Yeah.
And to be accepting of other things that maybe you had prejudices of.
Please do, if you enjoy our podcast, like and subscribe.
Brilliant.
We are on YouTube here and Spotify as well if you're listening.
And if you're having anything to eat while you're listening to us, or you're about to have something to eat, we had a fantastic minestrone stew, and I'm really full up.
It's time for us, I think, to chillax now.
Chillax, yeah. Go and drink the rest of my coffee. Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for watching us. And take care until the next Cosmic Crone conversation. Bye from me, Marie.
And it's bye from me, Tina.
Bye.